emergency response, high-speed pursuit, routine patrol, all have one important common denominator: vehicle control. An estimated 20,000 police vehicles are involved in some form of property damage each year. Motor vehicle accidents are the leading cause of on-the-job accidents and disabilities to police officers. Municipalities pay out more in claims directly related to the patrol car than all other liabilities, including firearms. With the increasing awareness of liability issues and the emphasis on public and officer safety, it's more important than ever for law enforcement agencies to provide their officers effective training in vehicle control techniques. In Canton v. Harris, the Supreme Court ruled that municipalities can be held liable for damages when officers aren't thoroughly trained to respond to usual and recurring situations, citing deliberate indifference. In response to this awareness, many law enforcement and public safety agencies are utilizing a new concept in driver training, one we at SKIDCAR System call the science of controlled driving. The science of controlled driving is rooted in the idea that anticipating and avoiding potentially dangerous driving situations is always better than trying to react after they happen. The driver's ability to make quick judgments is based on a thorough knowledge of vehicle dynamics, good sensory skills, and most importantly, an understanding of driving strategies that provide the driver with options and the time to use them. By far, the most effective learning comes from direct personal experience. Until now, such experience could only be gained by using high-speed, risky, and expensive training procedures, or, worse yet, from incidents experienced while on duty. However, a new enabling technology called the SKIDCAR changes all this. The SKIDCAR effectively teaches how a vehicle will behave in specific situations where loss of traction occurs: ice, snow, and wet roads, as well as excessive acceleration, braking, or steering errors. It also creates opportunities to practice safe driving strategies that will help a driver avoid trouble and help them safely regain control of the vehicle when trouble is unavoidable. The SKIDCAR duplicates a controlled range of low traction conditions, creating a low-speed, low-risk, but high-stress learning environment. Built in Sweden, the SKIDCAR is a wheeled frame and hydraulic dolly which attaches to the suspension of a regular car. Used in conjunction with an electro-hydraulic pump mounted in the trunk or rear of the vehicle, the mechanism can raise and lower the car in selected increments to reduce contact between the vehicle's tires and the road surface. In this manner, the training vehicle can duplicate various speed and traction conditions while traveling only 6 to 25 miles per hour. Using an electronic control box from inside the vehicle, the instructor can raise the front and/or the rear of the vehicle through a range of 10 separate settings to achieve the desired handling balance and overall level of traction. These settings will duplicate everything from rain-slickened streets and snow-covered roads to slick, icy road conditions. Control functions are very quick, precise, and repeatable. The control box also has a built-in memory, allowing custom programming to any desired traction setting. Unlike traditional skid-pan training, the SKIDCAR allows the instructor to maintain full control of the vehicle by use of a red emergency button, which instantly lowers the car to full contact with the road surface. The SKIDCAR creates a unique and highly effective environment in which to learn. The SKIDCAR training system incorporates an adult learning process in which trainees are first told what they will be taught, shown what they will be taught, and then allowed to practice what they've been taught in the field. Training in the SKIDCAR begins with a short classroom presentation, during which several fundamental concepts of vehicle control are covered. These include stable chassis concepts, contact patch application, weight distribution and its relationship to front wheel skids, rear wheel skids, rotational braking, and line-of-sight cornering techniques. In the field, the SKIDCAR moves in direct response to the actions of the driver, not the instructor. As a result, the trainee can experience the immediate reaction of the car to both good and bad driving techniques. On a skid pan, a skid is over before the driver can learn anything from the event. But in the SKIDCAR, Everything happens at a low speed, so the driver can learn from the action. And because the feedback is immediate, the instructor can coach the trainee, reinforcing good techniques and correcting bad ones as they happen. Another major improvement over traditional skid-pan training is that the instructor has total control of the vehicle at all times. This reduces the risk of bodily injury, property damage, and excessive wear and tear on the vehicle. Almost any paved surface can be used for a driving range. The suggested minimum size, including a buffer zone, is relatively small, approximately 175 feet wide and 500 feet long. Remember, high speed is not required. The car will only be traveling between 6 and 25 miles per hour. Using small traffic cones, many different courses can be laid out for a variety of training applications. The key to course development is simplicity. The course should be structured in a manner so as to tax the trainee's driving ability, but not so complicated as to be confusing. The ideal course should take approximately 60 seconds to complete. This allows a trainee enough driving time to develop their motor skills, but not so long that they become tired before the end of each lap. To summarize, the advantages of the SKIDCAR system are many. Training time is reduced. The trainee can learn from direct experience and real-time coaching how to properly use their sight, proper vehicle dynamics, and proper driving strategies. The learning environment is realistic. The SKIDCAR duplicates in a low-speed, low-risk environment actual high-stress driving situations. In this environment, trainees can learn to recognize the situations that can lead to a loss of driver control without putting themselves or their vehicle at risk. With the SKIDCAR, the instructor is in full control. In an emergency, the instructor can put the SKIDCAR in full traction mode quickly. The training environment is safer. The effects of loss of traction at full speed is simulated while traveling between 6 and 25 miles per hour. Risk of injury or vehicle damage is therefore virtually eliminated. The SKIDCAR is environmentally safe too. There is no need for soaps, chemicals, or water, and no large dedicated facility is required. All that is needed is a reasonably sized paved area. The SKIDCAR is versatile and can be built for almost any vehicle. Complete training for drivers of other emergency vehicles, such as ambulances and fire trucks, can be gained from use of the skid van and skid truck. The skid truck and trailer can be utilized for special trucking applications. The SKIDCAR can be transported, and there are no special driving ranges required. In fact, the SKIDCAR can be set up in a variety of course outlines to suit a wide range of training needs. Finally, the SKIDCAR is economical. The SKIDCAR is less expensive than building and maintaining a skid pan. Maintenance is low, and the wear and tear on a vehicle is significantly reduced. And because of the safety factor, there's virtually no risk of injury and resultant medical costs, and there's little or no risk of vehicle or property damage. The SKIDCAR is providing training and preventing accidents worldwide. Today, the SKIDCAR is being utilized in over 30 states, Canada, and 22 countries around the world. The SKIDCAR is also the driver training system of choice for major federal law enforcement agencies. Contact SKIDCAR System today and receive a list of users. Then, ask them how they feel about the SKIDCAR system. Don't put your department at risk. Put the SKIDCAR system to work for you.